Yeah, that's how things go. Take a good look beside you. Some just loyal to income, moving in silence. So much blessings I feel thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I've been grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, they will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. In a life when it get hard, 10 toes down, shoulder broad, drop on my knees and pray to God. It could have been worse, it could have been bad. Not in the earth or in the man, not chat to no nurse and live in a ward. We flipping the car, secure in the bed. Financial freedom, barrel full up of crap. Down a yard, that's how things go. Take a good look beside you. Some just loyal to income, moving in silence. So much blessings I feel thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I've been grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, they will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. In a life when it get hard, 10 toes down, shoulder broad, drop on my knees and pray to God. It could have been worse, it could have been bad. Not in the earth or in the man, not chat to no nurse and live in a ward. We flipping the car, secure in the bag. We double the profit with me and my squad. Not in a barrel full of a crap. Mind over matter, we stick to the plan. Never yet sell off a couple of grand. Only the farmer can depend upon. Forever grateful, I'm giving the tons. Living the dream, you know me and the gang. Me and the team did a sink in a sun. We wouldn't be here without all of the fans, yeah. So much blessings, I feel thankful. Right, so fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, then we hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. So grateful.
It's hard for make you doubt ya, yeah, them route ya, make me doubt ya. Ain't stuff left we out, no free, but I say make me shout up. Them count me out, me count my blessing, them and watch them gross up. Ready like heaven chose ya, the thing a snap no photo. Got couple black for post up, celebration get the toss up. The struggle's really close up, you will see this year's the road tough. But we out ya, no bluff, have to make it out ya, no rush. Tell them don't touch, the end no comb, the teeth them don't brush. Just keep your focus and love the life you put before us. And trust the process, and trust the journey you adore us. Cause life's a gift, and every day my wakes up bonus. Me free my soul up, Kesnan come sling the chorus.
So much blessings I feel thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, then we hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. So
I'm so grateful. I want to grateful.
Everything starts with a vision. Can't live this life without faith. Everything starts with decisions. Now sit down, idle and wait. I feel the life we have, I forget thanks. Could have dead buried in a one grave. Enough would have pray, but don't fall. If you take food right off a plate. Some say the victories and think success overnight. Never see when tea time, all the food the time him sacrifice. All of you can call my friends, cause loyalty is overpriced. But them when them see they're not jealous on the rise, yeah.
Rise up, you know.
So much blessings I feel thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, then we hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
All right, all right, all right. Everybody check in, check in, check in. How are we doing today, guys? How are we doing today? How are we doing, guys? It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. How are we doing today? How are we doing today, guys? Happy Rice and Peace Day. Happy Rice and Peace Day, guys. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today on this beautiful Sunday evening. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope we're having fun. Hope we're just enjoying ourselves to the fullest, guys. As you know, it's a revolutionized era. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys checking in today. Today is June 21st. Today is Father's Day. Anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself, big up on yourself. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day, guys, to all the wonderful fathers out there. You guys matter. You guys are appreciated. How are we feeling today, guys? How are we feeling today? It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. Big up to the chat. Big up to everybody who has joined into the chat so far. It's an absolute pleasure. Big up to One Side Place. I see you here from early. One Side Place, big up yourself. Just Skinny, I see you there. Big up yourself, Just Skinny. It's a pleasure to have you here. Untouchable also in the building. Big up yourself, Untouchable. We also have Toughhead in the building. Big up yourself, Toughhead. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. Each one of you guys, big up yourself. For those who are on their way in, guys, hurry, hurry, hurry. We're here to have the Massacre conversation. We're here to discuss what's happening in the space. Guys, we hear people are nibble, nibble, nibble. We hear people are talk, talk, talk. Guys, how are we doing today? So, guys, as you know it, as you guys know it, big up to all my members, guys, who are part of my membership program. And if you are not yet a member, guys, make sure that we are joining in the membership program before it's too late. Thank you very much. And each and everything that you guys do, it is greatly appreciated. So, guys, the rougher the storm, the higher the eagle soars. The man who hides his fire burns the longest. Guys, big up to everybody. Big up to everybody joining in on the channel today, guys. Make sure that we are liking up the live. Make sure that we are subscribing to the channel if we are indeed new here, and make sure that we are supporting the live as well, guys. All right, guys. Big up to everybody joining in today on this beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Guys, don't forget to follow me across my social media. Don't forget that you guys can follow me on TikTok, guys, under Mellz One Side Revolutionist. Guys, go check me out. I'm literally have a video over there that's going viral. That not going, but is viral over there. Guys, selling tickets like yo, guys, we never know I have selling and blood, selling in my blood, but over there sell one at a time. That selling the tickets, them, of course, when it comes to Massacre, we want to make sure that we're doing whatever we can to support the artists. So catch my video over there that's viral over there, selling the tickets, setting the record straight as it relates to how the tickets are selling fast, guys. And of course, you guys can follow me also on Instagram if you're, well, everybody's supposed to be on Instagram, isn't it? Everybody should be on Instagram. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, of course. Same name, Mellz One Side Revolutionist. So Crux, continue streaming and buying Massacre music on all major platforms. Massacre needs our support in whatever that we do. So of course, especially for those two songs that we are running into the summer with, Bossy, Slip and Slide. If you have not bought those songs as yet, guys, what are we doing? What are we waiting on? Bossy, Slip and Slide should have already been purchased, should have already been added to our playlist, and we should have already been here doing the right thing, streaming these songs on a day-to-day basis, especially on all those major platforms that you do know that we stream music. And as far as streaming the music is concerned, absolutely, 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 make sure that we are running up the streams on those two songs. So whether it's Tidal, guys, whether it's Amazon Music, or whether it's Apple Music, guys, or whether it's YouTube Music or Spotify, make sure that we're doing the right thing on all major platforms, guys. So it's a pleasure to have you guys here. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. As you guys can tell from the topic of conversation for today, guys, Grenada show, right, flop, according to the critics, based on what they're saying. We're going to talk about it today, and we're going to talk about it. Album soon, and of course Barclays. And guys, we're going to be focusing on today what's matter. We're going to be focusing on things of absolutely what's happening, in the musical space, things like that. It's a Father's Day. It's a Sunday, so it's more of a chill vibe. So everybody checking in. I want to see the chat going. I want to see people, communicating with the chat and things like that, guys. Let's keep the conversation going. So, guys, when we are raiding forever, my catchphrase. It's indeed my catchphrase until all the way back until August 15th. When we are raiding forever, time is always on our side. Forever Rain, August 14th, guys, our album that's approaching. And of course, we have our Barclays show the following day, which is August 15th, guys. To not be there is to be square. So, guys, Massacre was in Grenada last night. He was in fact in Grenada last night, and I do have some highlights to share from the show last night, especially for those who have not gotten the chance to see the show last night. I want to be able to get into some of those clips and play those clips to see, of course, how Massacre did, of course, in Grenada, guys. And we know that it was raining. It was a downpour. It was a downpour in Grenada. But you know what, guys? We take what we can, and of course, fans were still there to interact, and some people didn't want to get wet, and that's okay. That's literally okay. But we're gonna get into some of these videos interacting with the fans, see what's up, and we can have a whole conversation about it, and then we're gonna move forward into much more important details of the evening. So here we have a video here, of course, posted by Go to Fet, right, and the Mega Force Promotions, and of course these are the promoters of the event in Grenada from last night. They did post some really good clips, so we want to take a look at those clips, and then we can talk about it a little bit.
After she sick, after she slide, I make her push it inside. What I get, I know. I want that. Money nothing, nothing, nothing like a fighter. Buy the design, buy the designer. Now we are set a thing like a timer. We are for the sleep, watch a cider. I beg you, let me tell you, say that phone line down. I beg you, then you bring it up the phone line down. Tell your best to the good, I know. When you wind to the top and then you wind up.
All right, big up to the artist here, guys. I'm interacting with the crowd here, performing his hit single "Slip and Slide," and we do see the fan interaction there regarding to "Slip and Slide." Let's see what else we have here.
You are the market now. You are the market side. You are the market side. Just come with this at the people. Together now,
all right. Let's see. All right, that was from Javinci.
I know wicked.
Guys, be mindful that these people are literally in the rain. There are some people that have their umbrellas up, but obviously there's some people that are just there in the rain. And you can see from the video, no cap, people are just standing there in the rain. Like, again, the ladies, they can relate. We don't need the men to relate to this, but the ladies can definitely relate as far as, when it comes to, prepping up and looking cute and going to an event. We don't promise nobody, guys. We don't, that's just girl code right there. We don't promise nobody that we're going to be out in the rain, getting our hair messed up and getting our face all messed up and getting our outfit all messed up. We don't promise anybody that. But literally what we can see here in Grenada from the show, we are seeing that people are literally guys, are standing there. And don't forget, this is a stadium, so we know that wherever these people are standing, there's a lot of mush happening. So we don't expect these people to be jumping up and to be doing the most. The mere fact that it's raining and you're literally standing there, getting wet, that's just enough, right? And we're not here to compare, we're not here to defend the artist, but we're more so here we're doing is we're looking at fans' reaction, we are looking at the performance, and we're sharing our 2 cents as relates to the performance is concerned. I don't know if I don't know, because guys, am I the only one that doesn't like the stage right here? Because literally you can see the stage is all the way over here. You guys can see it. You guys see me pointing, right? All the way over here. And then not only from that, but you can see Masika on the tip of the stage here, trying to extend and reach to the crowd. I personally, this is just a personal favorite of myself. I love when the crowd, when the stage is much more closer. That way you can literally reach over and you can feel and you can interact with the fans. Like for example, when Masika was in Cayman, we can see how close with that staging setup. You can see how closer Masika was. People were literally was able to like hold on to his feet, touch him as he reach out to them. But literally, there's literally a whole gap here. Masika was literally on the edge at one point in time, and I was like, bro, like whatever you do, please don't fall over there. It's already wet. Those shoes that you're wearing seem to not have the best grip, so please be careful, guys. And then as I was saying it, I was like, I don't like the setup of this stage at all as it relates to this gap and the separation from the crowd to the artist. That's just my take where that is concerned.
Money nothing on me and me a provider. Buy a deal and buy the designer. Show me a set of thing like a timer. Praise for this week, what a sign ya. I beg you let me tell you so you go inside ya. I want you to begin to be phone line ya. Cause the blessed to be good. And you want to be the panada. And so see. And baby. Brand of wicked. Brand of wicked.
Guys, these people are wet, guys. These people are wet. You can definitely see that. Dented in the building. Big up yourself, Denhead. How are you doing today? Bless up yourself, Mellz. Big up yourself, Denhead. How are you doing today? What's your take on the Grenada show? We're here to talk about it. We saw the critics. They ran out, and they had the most to say about their artists. What's your take on your honest opinion? Let's just say that on the Grenada show from last night. See a lot of mixed reaction. I see our opposition run out, and they feel as though they have the upper hand for some reason. Let's talk about it. How do you feel about the Grenada show from last night? So guys, you see that gap? I don't know how I feel about that, guys. Somebody who knows more about eventing and preparation, let me know how you guys feel about that, in all honesty. I really do not like this big gap here. This big gap here. And if I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about that gap. Like, go to FET. I'm going to be honest. I did posted some of these videos on my page on Instagram. You guys, did like and react to some of those videos that I posted. But I'm just going to say, like, for future reference, I don't like this big gap here. I personally like to see, the artist. It doesn't matter who it is, but a massacre, anybody for that matter, easily be able to reach over and interact with the with the person else. Like, rain is falling already. People are already standing in the mush, wet as hell already. Like, the best experience that they could have is to be able to reach over and touch their artist, right, guys? And probably go home and not wash their hand for a couple days or so. I'm just joking, right? However, I don't know how I feel about this whole interaction that you can see Masika coming towards the edge as he possibly can to interact with the fans, but I really do not think that was enough as it relates to, that reaching over. Barbara One Side in the building. How are you doing today, Barbara One Side? Blessings up One Side family. Blessings, Mellz. Pick up yourself, Barbara One Side. Absolute pleasure to have you here today, Barbara One Side. The same question I had for Dented and for the entire chat for that matter. How do we feel about the Grenada's performance? Yes, our opposition, they ran out and they had the most to say. How are the ones feeling? How did you guys feel about the Grenada performance? That's one of the topics that we're having right now as we get into the highlights and as we get into the clippings of last night's show.
First as you wake up and you just have the makeup, you nobody me know. Oh, the space for you take.
People are singing here, or is it just AI? People are singing, or is it AI? Is it that this is not real? Somebody help me to understand. Course in the building, one Mellz. Big up yourself, Courts. How are you doing today? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. We have Brian Douglas in the building. People stand in the rain to see him. That's a good look. Big up to yourself for that one, Brian Douglas. Appreciate that comment there, because for the videos and clippings that I saw, Brian, I could not help but notice that there were like there were cabanas that was set up, and in these cabanas you can see where people had the opportunity to get out of the rain and to be under those cabanas in the event that they didn't want to get wet. And of course, again, it doesn't matter who the artist is. If people don't want to get wet, they don't want to get wet, right? What are we going to do about that? It doesn't matter the artist, right? People don't want to get wet. People don't want to get wet. And that's just a plain fact, right? We definitely saw from videos from last night where we had one side personnel. They were streaming live performance from the show, and they literally, when there was a downpour at one point, they literally run from the rain, and they literally went onto the cabanas and, was running, trying to find their way back, before Massacre came on the stage, type of thing. So to each is his own, and just to put it out there that when it comes to every country is different. Every artist is different. Guys, Mellz over here, something can only speak for Mellz over here. When me over here, me just speak, me just speak my mind based on how me feel, type of thing. And me not over here, I don't play no artist to make my artist feel bigger than what he is or what he already is. I'm not insecure over here. And I say it all the time, Massacre does not need fluffing up. Massacre does not need, need to be felt special more than anybody else. So anybody else who tend to do that, like, take it up with them. But I'm over here highlighting the moments, good moments from my artist show from last night. And based on what I'm seeing, again, there were things, I talk about the stage. I did not like that. And of course, fans were wet. They were soaked, but they were still there. They were still there. They were interacting and they were loving the moment. They were singing. They were singing and they were enjoying themselves. And from people are getting their money's worth, that is something that is important to me as well. Barbara One Side says he delivered, and that's very good. Okay, all right, Barbara One Side, thank you for that comment. Court says from the clips I have seen, the performance was good. Of course, the pussy them would say he flopped. People are gonna always say, guys, and for the person who timed out Siobhan, guys, you don't have to time out Siobhan. On this side of the swamp, wherever the side of the swamp that we are, if we're in the swamp, that is. Because people often say that Mellz is not in the swamp. It doesn't matter, whatever, type of thing. But on this side, right? On this side, you don't have to time out people because they do not agree with us. Again, if they're being blatantly disrespectful, that's where we time people out. But we don't time people out just skinny because they have an opinion. People are going to have an opinion whether or not there's an opinion to have. So that's what we have to understand, and that's what I want the crux to understand. Oppositions are there for a reason, people. They are there to push back on us the way we push back on them. So when we are out here and we beat Gaza and we beat Vendetta, we cannot get upset and in our feelings and quick to time out people when they come and they push back on us. So now we time out Siobhan. I cannot get to tell Siobhan what I want to tell Siobhan because he's not going to be here to see. But you know what is greater than timing out these people, crooks, is of course, is to let them holler and let them bawl in the comment section. Because guys, me can't tell you, so Siobhan not buy him artist album all now, but he's roaming the street like a nomad. Every single place that he can. He's over by Vendetta, he's over on one side. And just to let you guys know, by the way, I saw him over on a channel, I will not say where, and he was gassing up the people to cuss and complain about Massacre. So now I don't get to tell Siobhan what I want to tell Siobhan because just skinny time him out, type of thing. So make the people them bawl and make them holler in the comment section because that's the greatest feeling. Make them bawl and make them holler. Why we time him out? No, he cannot hear what I have to say, right? So we have to learn craft, and we have to, you know, be stable in whatever we're doing and not be so quick with our fingers to time people out, but making them suffer. Isn't what this is about? I want to say suffer, guys. You know, I mean suffer like suffer, but like, you know, not emotions as they would come to the conversation with, but we're coming to them with the facts over feelings. You know, so that's what we're here for. Wise Guy in the building. How are you doing today, Wise Guy? It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Miss Renee Company, absolutely. Definitely so. And we also have Young Jenna in the building. Real some brain. Young Jenna, fixed it up. I'm not really understanding what you're saying there. So yeah, guys, don't be too, you know, quick to time these people out. Make them holler, make them ball in your comment section. Right?
What me say? This surprise. But make it happen, say your body love it, cause it is not even that it plays to them. Sometimes you pop your body, so when you pop it, and if you love it, you put it. You know why you make me happy, so for the cost me, girl, I'm ready. Go next time. Tell me you love it, but say you want your right speed.
All right, guys. So it's definitely a good look. We love to see what we saw there on the Grenada show. People have their own views and their comments and yada 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 blah blah blah, blah blah, right? Type of thing. But of course, we are out here representing Massacre. At the end of the day, whatever our opposition say regarding, and they're ups for a reason. I say it all the time, guys. These people are oppositions for a reason, right? They're gonna push back. Right? They're going to always be there to push back. We cannot get angry. We cannot get upset. But what we can do is we can use our platform to come out here and we can set certain narratives straight. At the end of the day, people like what they like. People don't like what they don't like. Right? How do I expect guys are supposed to come out here and say, it was a fantastic performance, guys? Oh my God. Or expect that Vendetta is going to come out here and be like, oh, good job, Massacre. High five. I don't expect them to say that about Massacre, guys. So we have to understand. Right, we have to understand and get to we have to get to know that yes, people will say and people will do the most, but we have to out here holding their grounds. And people like what they like. People like performances. There are many performances, right? And whether they have a point or not regarding the show from last night, you know who the hell cares? There's so much things that is at hand. There's so much focus that we need to have right now. At the end of the day, Grenada is going to be what? A 2, 3, 4, 5 day talk, if that's much. And all focus will be on the Barclays. At the end of the day, whatever they say, Massacre will still be in the Barclays. At the end of the day, whatever they say, Massacre is still being, the tickets are still being sold. At the end of the day, the anticipation is still there for those fans who are booking their tickets to go into the Barclays at the end of the day, right? So, we talked about it, how the ones are feeling regarding to the performance, right? And things like that. But we have to understand that these people are opposition. So yes, they're going to push back on us and they're going to find our worst moment. And understanding too, if this was the best performance in the entire world for Massacre, they would still come out to find some, they would find some type of excuses or find something to say type of thing, so we just have to, be mindful of these things. Young Jenna said it means I agree with you. Oh, got it. Barbara, one side till death, no matter what them say. Absolutely, guys, right? It's just one performance. It's literally one performance type of thing. At the end of the day, like within a few days from now, nobody gonna talk about Grenada. Respectfully, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you know what? People will be talking about, hey, what's happening for the Barclays, which we're gonna be here to talk about, right? Oh, what's happening for the album, which we're gonna be here to talk about, type of thing. So we just have to focus on what really matters to us and what's going on right now. So, just want to bring that, over to you guys. So when it comes to our positions, they may agree, they may not agree. So what? So this is not a Grenada has my heart type of thing. But of course, are turning this into a are turning this conversation into a fan war between Gaza vendetta and one side type of thing, right? So if Grenada is the disaster that people are claiming, why are there so much excitement still around Barclays and tickets are still being sold, right? Explain that to me, right? The real test, family, the real test is, of course, Barclays. That's the real test. So the album is what could define the next chapter of Massacre's career, not just one show. So one's just be mindful of that. So my focus, as in Mell's focus, right? The album meeting expectations, check. That's my focus. Album producing major hits, that's my focus. The album expanding, right, Massacre's audience, that's my focus. The album strengthening the momentum going into Barclays, that's my focus. So these are bigger conversation, right, than than just a one night or one rainy night in Grenada. So it's about prioritizing and planning. So soon Grenada will be behind us, and then what? That show is still here to be to be promoted. We still have a lot of blues to go, even though we have a lot of tickets sold, but there's still a lot of blues to go. So we cannot be distracted easily, people, and focus our whole attention on one night and be like, oh my God, you're not happy with Grenada. So what? So what, people? The album, so the album strengthening the momentum going into Barclays, that's something that we're going to be talking about later on, right? So no expectation lowered. We can say that as the crux over here. And if you guys can see me on camera, which you guys can't, but I tell you, my right hand is in the air or across my chest. This lower no expectation into Barclays, and see you guys at the Barclays. Tamara in the building. How are you, Tamara? How are you doing today, girl? I believe he will gain a lot of new fans and supporters with his new album. Absolutely, Tamara. Thank you for bringing that conversation with us today, because absolutely, that's what we want to see and that's what we hope to see. Fans from all over, new fans bringing in, because what we're here for. We want to see Massacre, the fan, base growing, because again, New York, we don't want New York to be our one rodeo. The shows continue. When New York was announced, I saw people from Miami say, oh, next stop Miami. So of course, if CJ Millen is paying attention to those conversations, which I know she is, she will take into consideration. I know how Miami is. Believe me when I tell you, back in the day, guys, Miami used to be my place where I'm always at. Before there was New York and before there was, I've always been Miami. Believe me when I tell you. And I can tell you that a Miami show will be absolutely amazing where Massacre is concerned. But again, one thing at a time as we take our way and we take our time when we move into our Barclays show and as we focus on our album type of thing. So I know it was raining, so people, were in and out and trying to cover themselves, and we can see it from the videos here. But again, one show does not suddenly erase years of successful performances, right? And we as the ones, we know that. So focus, please. Right? Right, my oppositions, it doesn't, right? It doesn't at all. So of course, tickets are still being sold. Massacre is booked and ready for the Barclays, isn't he? Focus on the facts and not the feelings, people. That's what we're here for. Let's check in with the chat to see what's going on here. Gaza Boss. Kyle, why did you delete Gaza Boss's comment? Kyle, I think you were a little bit late to the party. Guys, if these people are not being rude, if they're not being disrespectful, there's no reason for us to time them out. We want these people to hear what we have to say. And if we time them out, they will not hear what we have to say. Guys, this is no feelings, but this is just the facts. And that's what we do to win against our adversaries. So stop timing out people, because Gaza Boss, I didn't see where he said anything wrong here. He just said Massacre 2 flop shows this year in the Caribbean so far, Mellz. Is that facts, or is it just his feelings as being a Gaza personnel? Is that facts, Kyle? That's not facts. That's just feelings. But what we can do is we can talk about the shows, we can pull information up, and we can talk to these people. But let's not just be too quickened in our spirit, and let's just listen to what these people have to say and we push back. Come on, Crooks, we're better than this. We're not insecure, especially on this channel. We have conversations over here. And when people have the most to say, what we do is we correct. We correct over here and we keep it moving. No feelings, just facts. That's what it is. Let's see what else is going on here. Barbara one side says every album Massacre drop is I'm getting more and more fans because people understand good music. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can have the conversation around, since we're talking about the album right now with Barbara one side here. Barbara says, you know, we're talking about the album. We know that, you know, what can we expect from this third album? Could it be, of course, you know, a cut above the rest? What can we compare this album to? Can we compare it to 438? What's going on? Love to hear the fans' reaction as far as, you know, that is concerned. And we don't need to be disrespectful to get our points across. We just need to bring the facts. That's what it is. Sometimes people put themselves in a position or in a bear trap to be disrespected. Like a video I'll be playing for you guys a little bit later on, because some people, they just sit and they plot against the artists. And, you know, for those people who want to set the record straight and we want to make them understand, listen here, we're out here without fear. And a girl will fight out here. We fight big man, punch them up like Mike Tyson and Holyfield out here. That's what we do out here. So we have to set the record straight. Roche Von Ferron in the building. Big up yourself. How are you doing today, Roche? Guys, that's my cousin. I'm in the chat. Big up yourself, Roche. It's a pleasure to have you here. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Stop time out the people, them guys, because they have a voice. People are going to say whatever they want to say. But we are crooks out here for a reason. We have tough skin out here. And when people talk, we don't have to be offended. We can listen, we can agree, or we can say, all right then. Or we can push back simply. Then test to be a feelings, Brata and Brief Nation, reason with that's why me go this the PUSSY them on them platform. Guys, it's all bantering. We're out here representing our own artists. And absolutely, if I should go over to Gaza page right now or Vendetta page right now, these are things that they will absolutely say as well. So we're over here on our side of the track. So we can say what we want to say. But when we see them pop up in the chat, and if they're not being rude, if they're not being disrespectful, then we don't need to time them out. Let's make them ball. Let's make them ball in the chat. That's it. I feel better with that. When them ball and them, you know, in the chat type of thing. Kyle, let me see what Roche Ferron here has to say. What are some strategies you think he can take to tap into new fan base? Hold on. Fan base from culture, different parts of the world. That's a great question, Roche. For me specifically, and I hope some of the ones will chime into this conversation as well. The album would be a good way to look at it as well. Sometimes you have people who are on the fence, and because you're on the fence, they're like, all right, I might like this artist, but I don't know if I want to consider myself as being a fan base. And I think that certain projects and certain things that's happening with the artist can literally have people make up their mind and become an artist type of thing. So for example, an album is coming, and because an album is coming, this is something that, of course, you know, fans can use to make up their minds. This is an awesome project, because I know that there were lots of people that were converted in GOK time period. Roche, don't forget that you and I was there in Brooklyn, remember, on that night when we were listening to the album together, and we had our favorites on that track. And you were driving, by the way. We were driving in Brooklyn with our windows down. I think it was in August, wasn't it? It was in August, bro, when that album dropped, and we were blasting that fucking album, bro. And we were like, yo, greatness is definitely with us right now. So it's just so funny you ask that question. And I'm talking about the third studio album for sure. So yes, I would say the album per se, great work, always have people thinking. And I remember specifically when GOK dropped, people were saying, listen, hey, this man is the king of dancehall. And like I always say, guys, let the street, it's always a good thing when the street, you know, crown you type of thing. So it was good when I heard the street crowning Massacre as the next king or dancehall type of thing. It was really a good look. It was really, really a good look there. All right, let's see what else we have here. And of course, we'll share the show as well, the anticipation. And that's why out here as being a vlogger, I have to make sure that I come out here and not being distracted. I'm not acting like I'm above the artist, but I'm, you know, out here promoting. Like I'm out here turn one big ticket sell. I'm out here sell ticket, guys. Out here sell ticket for my artist, because at the end of the day, me want to make sure so the artist show sell out type of thing. So, you know, the fans them can come out and enjoy themselves, and we can silent the oppositions who are out there really and truly thinking that the tickets are not going to be sold. We're going to be looking at the tickets shortly, by the way, FYI. So Kyle One said, also said, I believe second new album will be better than 438 and GOK quality wise. That's exactly what I'm hoping for, Kyle One said, and that's how I want it to exactly be again, because again, and to be honest with you, when it comes to an album like 438, people always tend to like, you know, oh, I hold this album to my heart. I don't want to let it go. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But as far as the quality and the body of work is concerned, we love to see the growth in the music. And as far as the growth in the music, we know that Massacre definitely has that as well, type of thing. Because like I said it, 438, I love that album, and it's going to always have a special place in my heart. But when it comes to GOK, I believe that he cracked into a new dimension with GOK. Right, there were similarities between GOK and 438, but GOK was a bit more futuristic, and I love that about GOK type of thing. And then with this third album, we don't know who will be featured. We don't know what strategy will be used on it, what we can expect, and that's what makes it more, that's what literally makes it more, more anticipated type of thing. All right, so Brian Douglas says he worked the stage good. His voice was clear and show down next show coming up. Absolutely, absolutely, Brian Douglas. I love this. Absolutely. At the end of the day, Massacre is having his shows around different parts of the diaspora, international, of course, and everybody will have their favorites. Everybody will still have your take based on the shows, but to each is his own. Barbara One Side says, if the album is better than 438, that means he is better than all of them. That it's better than all of them together. Okay, Barbara One Side, that's a good take. That's definitely a good take there. Am I moving a little bit slow here? Let me just make sure. All right, let's just check in what's happening here. All right. All right, so we have Joe in the building. I bet you're just waiting, Joe, waiting to type this up. And I'm just going to put this here for a second so the ones can see it. So the ones can literally see it here. We can read it. We can read it out. I mean, I already read it here based on what Joe here is saying. And explain to me, Joe, like, what do you call, flop, performance? And I mean, you're my opposition, so which means, you're going to say that. You're wired to say that. And of course, it's understandable that you think that way because you are my opposition. What makes it very interesting out here is when we can go tit for tat and you can, obviously share your feedback with us. And that would be your argument type of thing. And Joe, I believe you have bigger fish to fry than Grenada, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't know where you are, if you're in Jamaica or you are abroad, but believe me when I tell you that you do have bigger fish to fry here because, you know, I don't understand. It's kind of confusing, and you can help me to understand. Maybe hold my hand for a little bit here and help me to understand like what's going on, because Gaza cannot give me an argument, right? Because I don't know if it's at the album y'all are trying to distract me from or distract us from, but I'm to understand what's happening with the album. Because just as how you're pushing back and saying that our show flopped, and for you to go all the way back to Grenada, is this what, premeditated? Like a premeditated, you know, I don't want to say the word, the M word, but it's like a premeditated M word. You're premeditating this for you to go all the way back to Antigua, right? When there, you know, is so many other shows after Antigua. Is this premeditated, Joe? Get me to understand. But you know what's premeditated and what is more mind-boggling and is more concerning that you need to be concerned about is about your album, that flop album, which we know for a specific fact. So we can go tit for tat. You can tell me about the show and I'll listen. But at the end of the day, right, tickets are still being sold. Barclays is still happening. We have an album coming, but you know what cannot be changed, Joe? That flop album. How about it? Help me to understand. Help me to understand, Joe. World Gaza fan base. How want to look? 2,700 copies. I want to feel so comfortable on this Sunday. Help me if you understand, Joe, what's going on here. Something for you to sit on a rock and think about, Joe. Let me go through real quickly because I'm thinking I'm moving a little bit so slow here. All right, General Oosh in the building. How are you doing today, General Oosh? Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. If you're a father, happy Father's Day to you, General Oosh. And to all the fathers who are in my chat, who's on my live for today, guys. How are you doing? All right, big up to General Oosh for those 5 gifted membership. Let's see who are our gifted members for today. So we have Original Youth, who received a free membership from General Oosh. We also have Bad Slave. Big up yourself, Bad Slave. Congratulations on that free gifted membership. We also have Brian African King. Congratulations. We also have YouTube Madman. Guys, where they get them name from? YouTube Madman? Jesus Christ. YouTube Madman. Big up yourself one at a time because you have a free gifted membership. And we also have Just Gal. Or JUSA Gal with a free gifted membership. All right, big up yourself to all the gifted members today. Congratulations on being a member on the channel for today. And of course, thank you again, General Oosh, for those free gifted memberships. All right, big up yourself for that, General Oosh. All right, you know, so we have to drop the big bang right here.
20 Matic Aspa, Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Villa see them, ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style.
Run!
Run now.
Act like your body.
Run him down.
Oh,
Hey.
just act like your body.
Alright.
Run! Hey boy, a 5069 clip. Run!
Yeah, guys, big up on yourself. Thank you again, General Oosh, for those gifted membership. Of course, they are greatly appreciated, guys. Know the artist that you follow. Know the work that he puts out there, guys. And whether people have this and people have that to say, know your artists. Especially when you have been following Massacre for umpteen years. Know the artist that you follow, bro. You know, just know the artist that you follow. All right, guys, I'm just going to check in with the chat really quickly. I think that the chat was getting a little bit ahead of me there for a little bit. All right, there. Barbara one side says, it no matter what, Massacre is the best artist from Jamaica. All right, big up yourself, Barbara one side, for that comment. All right, then Barbara, let me see. Tuffet said, briefly fans them off to watch Sika. They're always watching Massacre. I don't know why, Tuffet. Every time is that their spider sense tingle, or you know when the Batman signal go off, is that these Gaza fans are always running out and they're saying and they're always doing the most. If you notice, once Vibes Cartel name is mentioned, right? But these people, right, are them are the first one run out and a top ball Massacre performance last night. So mega say, all right, Gaza people. Right, the Gaza fans, them, the Gaza vloggers, they always say every time when they get up on the top about cartel. Like the moment cartel stop call Massacre name, we probably decide to stop call Sprattle name. Right. So listen, tit for tat we over your player. We over here play tennis, we are back and forth, we are play over here, so we play badminton. So at it for tat, we say, right? And for any other fan bases that is, bro, wanna bring the fire, we're here to bring the fire as well. And people are out here and they have their own opinions. So what? Who cares? Who give a fuck, right? Massacre to the world, and we will continue saying massacre. We'll continue talking about massacre out here as well. Positive Divine in the building. How are you, girl? How are you doing today? Big up, sis. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the chat. Big up yourself, Positive Divine. Hope you're having a great day today. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the chat for today. So guys, the topic of the conversation is not to be biased out here or to act like, oh, you know, massacre is above the rest or whatever. That's not what Mellz is out here saying, type of thing, right? But we are separating facts from fictions. We are reviewing the shows. We are finding our best moments, and we are talking about that. What people are saying, that's their business, not our business. But you know what's our business? We are on our way to the Barclays, and that's where we will be, right? Let Barclays be the benchmark of it all, right? Because again, 2 days from now, 3 days from now, people now go talk about Grenada, right? And this is no disrespect to Grenada, but we're not going to sit here and we're not going to revel into what these people out here are saying. They're opposition for a reason. In politics, you have opposition, right? You feel like PMP and JLP, like them out here tit for tat, bro. So we have to be out here tit for tat as well. I want to care about what other people have to say, right? We out here, we're backing our artists because we are that secure, where we don't need to be scratching our head and thinking if we are worthy, because we are definitely worthy to be in the conversation like anybody else as well, right? The Brief Nation, for the Brief Nation, for the Gaza, for the Brata camp. All right, we're out here doing our best, guys. We're out here doing what we need to be doing. And again, this is no comparison or this is no whatever the situation is. But of course, we are out here showing the greatness, and we're out here talking about our artist and the greatness that he has been doing. And of course, the greatness that he literally has in store for us as well. So again, guys, people are going to always talk. They're going to always criticize. They're going to run out. They're going to say the most. So we just have to brace ourselves for that, guys. Literally have to just out there brace ourselves for that, people. So as we move on and we talk about our focus, guys, and we talk about the bigger conversations as well, right? I am here. I am here just to represent for the artists and absolutely make sure that I'm here representing the brand well, see what's happening out in the space, and for areas that we need to push back on, we're definitely here to push back on those things as well. So again, guys, tickets are definitely being sold, right? Massacre is booked and is ready for the Barclays, isn't he, guys? So again, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Ticketmaster, guys. I can't tell you now, as my rise in the morning, as my rise and shine and give God the glory, I offer run to Ticketmaster to see what's happening over there as far as the tickets is concerned. Because if we now sell tickets, what we out here do, I look cute, big up a chest, well, I can run this, right? Massacre run the swamp here, people, and that's just that. So we're out here, we're gonna check to see what's happening here. Hold on, I move a little bit too quickly. Hold on, I take time with the map. All right, as you guys can see from the map here, guys, tickets are still being sold. And if you guys are here from yesterday, we can do the comparison and we can compare, of course, based on how the map looked from yesterday, comparing it today. And I don't know about you, but every time I see the map, guys, please rest and assured that the tickets are indeed moving. So let's talk about areas first and foremost that's almost sold out. And areas that is almost sold out, we can talk about absolutely. Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys, I forgot somebody share my screen. Sorry about that, people. All right, them can't hold with. No matter what, them can't hold with. Here we go. Sharing my screen so people can see. All right, sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. So we're going to look at Ticketmaster, see what's going on. People, if you have not booked your ticket yet, what are we waiting on? What are we doing? Make sure that we book our tickets. We're going to be looking at, of course, every day we come out here, we can see the movement, right? We can see the movement of how the tickets are going. First thing what we will do is let's look at the areas that's already being sold, that's already almost sold off, right, from the map here. So as we can see here, hope you guys can see from my screen. I think you guys can. Section 107, section 107, section 107. Let me just do an applause here. Section 107, because best believe, guys, section 107 is almost, guys, gone. As you guys can see here. How do we know? How do we know that section 107 is been absolutely? How do we know? All right, hold on. Let me see for a second here. All right, let me just remove the. All right, move the super chat so you guys can see what's going on here. So again, how do we know? How do we know the tickets are being sold? Because of course, as we can see from the map, here, the blue dots, of course, they symbolizes the seats that's left. And for the gray areas, you absolutely know that from the gray areas that those tickets are already being sold. So what we're doing, we're definitely making a comparison there as it relates to the areas that is already being sold. All right, and as you can see from the 107 area, you guys can see that we just have a few tickets in that area that is being sold. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Give me one second. Hold on, guys. All right, let me see what's happening here. Hold on, guys. Pause for a second. Hope we're keeping an eye on the map. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me one little second here.
Me woulda live this same life, growing up without a fuck it, yo, me make it out, ya. Mummy say yes, me soldier. As tears full of rice, because me make you prouder. Me a go make you stinking rich till them can't take the order. Them want to see me drop me girl, so every step me sober. Squad me not take pull over, come me no left the road. Them a go witness man right, just ask Jehovah. Ask Jehovah, yeah. Tell you we gon' make it. Success to make me enemy scared. Circus man, link large. Been through the roughest times, why them want my life for worse? Me learn to load the gun before me learn to buy the verse. Them think me dead, me skill, me skip the grave and sight the earth. So forward me not try reverse, and all live time reverse. Me woulda live this same life, growing up without a fuck it, yo, me make it out, ya. Mummy say yes, me soldier. As tears full of rice, become make you prouder. Me a go make you stinking rich till them can't take the order. Them want to see me drop me guard, so every step me sober. Squad me no take pull over, come in no left the road. Them a go witness man right, just ask Jehovah.
All right, guys, sorry about that. My apologies for that, guys. Let's get back to the map. Let's get back to the map, guys. So we were looking at Ticketmaster earlier on. And what we're looking at, guys, is the areas that is almost sold out and we can walk our ways into other areas. Best place to book, things like that. That way you'll be able to see a full-on experience from the actual stage, right? What are the good tickets to book? What do you guys have in mind? Things like that. It's, always a good way, to go about it. So, of course, we were talking about the areas that is almost sold out. And we were talking about, for example, we have area 107, was it? 107, as you can see from these blue little dots here, these are the empty seats that are available. Hold on, I'm hovering, but I wanted to show on the screen to show the people from the section. Come on. Hold on, I think it's almost. All right, 107 there, guys. 107 there. 128 are the standard tickets in that area there, of course. And then, so if you notice, this area 107 is almost sold out. 108 is almost sold out. We literally have like what? Boy, them are tiny, guys. The next time you look a magnifying glass, probably about 19 seat buckets are still available in a section 109. So 108 almost gone, 109 almost gone. Technically half of 110 over here is almost gone as well. As you can see me hovering over here on the map as well to literally show you guys that as well. Below 107 we have section 7 here. And you know me, I don't like to just tell you guys. I want to hover for you guys to see the area as well. Hold on, as I over, come on. As I over section 7 here, these seats are going for $246, and this area here is almost sold out. As you can see, more than half of section 8 is already sold out as well. This area is for $246, almost sold out as well. Leroy in the building. How are you, Leroy? How are you doing? Big up yourself, Leroy. It's a pleasure to have you here. Big up to Leroy Wilson, everybody. Thank you for joining in on the conversation today. Leroy said, "One love, Mellz. Listen to you on Father's Day. They can't stop massacre." Big up to you, Leroy Wilson. If you are indeed a father, happy Father's Day, Leroy. Big up to you. And of course, they cannot stop massacre. Once greatness is there to unfold, there's nothing that can stop it. And of course, once anything that the universe is behind, it cannot be stopped. We have seen people who the universe is definitely behind, right? When it seems like, oh my God, like, oh, you know, that the enemy creep upon them, bro. Like, is that the universe just reward them like tenfold? We've seen it. And we can definitely say that Massacre is one of those individuals. As per usual, Leroy, it's a pleasure when you pass through. Big up yourself. Hope to see you at the Barclays August 15. Big up yourself, and thank you for joining in on the conversation for today as well. All right, so as we continue to check the tickets out and we see what's happening here, and we dive into areas that is halfway sold out or is almost sold out, we can see, let's look at, for example, hover over again, because to be honest, sometimes I forget what section this is, people. So section 16, which which is situated towards, well, directly in front of, well, not directly in front of this. I want to say correctly. All right, let's just say section 16. Section 16, which is about, like, just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just say maybe like five distance away from the stage, right? Those tickets are all, almost sold out as well in section 16. And like I said yesterday, guys, and like I said the day before, these tickets, they're going fast. $199.55, right? USD, these tickets are going for as well. And as we continue to keep the momentum going as well, yesterday we indeed talked about section 25. Section 25 is going 246, guys, and most of these seats are already taken already. Section 26 as well. These tickets are sold, are selling as well, $359.90, and more than half of these seats, as you can see with your own two eyes, not Mellz cooking up anything or trying to sell anything. Well, I'm trying to sell tickets, but you know what I mean. These tickets are selling and they are going $359.90. Section 24, these tickets are indeed going. And as far as section 23 as well, half of those areas are going as well. And if we're taking it up a notch as well, there's a section behind section 25. What section is this? Hold on, I'll check it right now. Section 125, guys, almost all of that section is sold out, as you guys can see from that. So my only is 126. Hold on, I don't want to guess nothing. 124. See damn thing. Section 124 is almost sold out as well. Section 123 is making his way as well, where people are indeed soaking up those tickets as well. All right. Tamara says, is Massacre time? No, absolutely. So as we're making our way and we're looking at the map, guys, what can we see? We see areas that is almost sold out. We see areas that are halfway done, and we see areas just holding on by just a couple or a few seats. before they are indeed sold out. And I don't know about you guys, but like I said, and I've been saying it, that a lot of these so-called expensive seats that people are talking about, these seats are actually being sold, guys. When we're talking about from the stage, when we're talking about those platinum seats, we've seen from section, hold on, hover. Let me hover on this section here as well and see what's going on. All right, let me hover. Just over and over here. That way, you guys can see it with your own two eyes. All right, so we know that from this area, we have section 2, 892.65 for those seats, and we do have just very few seats in those areas to sell. Section 3 as well, platinum seats as well, those areas. We have few seats in those area left as well. And from section 3, we have we have platinum seats for $479.65 there in those areas as well. Section 5 in this area here, we do see most of that area is being sold out, guys. So the map is there for you to show. Don't listen to people when they say, oh my God, the seats are not being sold. All right, you want to ask questions, you want to go look for yourself. Don't believe these people, bro. I'm telling you, these people are oppositions, and what oppositions are there to do? They are there to push back. They are there to push back on their opposition. So they will push back. They will have the most to say. They will nitpick, and they will say the most. So I implore you guys to go out there and buy your ticket. What's your tickets? What are you waiting for? What are we really out here waiting for, guys? I implore you guys to make sure that we are indeed doing the right thing here, and we are purchasing and we are supporting our artists. What I can say from coming here every single day, looking on the map, I can honestly say that I do see areas moving. You do see areas moving as well. And don't forget, guys, don't forget, people, remember, say, less than a week since the show has been promoted, or the show has been announced, rather. It's been less than a week since the show has been announced, all right? And we are seeing where the movement is concerned as far as, the tickets is concerned. So go out and buy your ticket. Don't wait. As you know, today is June 21st. It's Father's Day, right? Some of the ladies, you might need to buy some Father's Day tickets. Some of the men, you might need to buy some Father's Day, some gift. Perfect Father's Day gift, guys. Make sure that we're going out and we're buying tickets. It's a good Father's Day gift, Buy some tickets. Go out and buy some tickets today as a Father's Day gift, right? We not have to give the ticket now, but we can say, all right, then we hold on to something for you as a big Father's Day gift. Here, hold on to this. Here we have a ticket, guys, and don't forget that tickets are ranging from $60 from the lowest tickets that we have to sell, all the way up to $892. So we have tickets that rocks your boat. Don't forget about that. Tickets from rock your boat, from the lowest price to the best selling price, whatever rocks your boat, whatever section rocks your boat type of thing. We have tickets for everyone, guys. So make sure that we're going out and we're buying our tickets. So as we are here and we are selling and we're on our way to Barclays, can we do a roll call? Can we do a roll call as relates to who have bought their ticket as yet? Any new person in the chat that have bought new tickets as well? I know I have a few persons who already proclaimed themselves to buy tickets as well. Guys, you know that I bought my ticket as well. I will be at the event live and direct. And of course, I will be doing exclusive videos, and of course, streamings and, information that you guys would need from the event itself. I will be there live and direct. So anything that you guys need, I will be there as well. Anybody else has bought their tickets as yet? It would be a good look. Anybody else? Tamara says, I believe by next month and it will be completely sold out. So Tamara Ainz, hopefully it will be completely sold out. I, for one, I don't like to, oversell or overcompensate, because especially out here as a vlogger, Tamara, you have these opposition, they're out here, they're listening and they'll take your word and they run for it. So for example, if next month and come and they will still have tickets waiting, they're gonna use it against us, Oh, I thought you said that the tickets were that's how they are. So my granny always say when you're in a lion mouth, if you take time, dry it out. And believe me when I tell you, like, you know, we have to be out here very strategic. So what I would say, guys, buy on a ticket, spend on the money until everybody else will sort their matter. Because again, all road leads to Barclays, of course, on the 15th of August, right? Not to be there is to be square. Bring a friend, tell a friend to bring a friend, of course, because we're going to be live in concert. Masika will be live in concert, of course, at 8 p.m. sharp. And you don't want to miss it, guys. You don't want to miss it, of course. So, we're not buying a ticket yet. We're not buying a ticket yet, because if not now, then it's when. We don't want to wait. We want to buy our tickets. No. We want to buy our tickets, guys. So, of course, you know, when it comes to the events, you know, Barclays, guys, is happening. It's for real. It's for real, guys. So we want to make sure we get our tickets and get them from early. Tickets are moving, as you can see from the map there. Tickets are indeed moving. It's a Barclays takeover, guys. The Crocs are taking over Barclays. The dancehall fans is taking over Barclays. The ops are taking over Barclays as well. So it's a fan excited moment. So we're building the momentum for Massacre, because again, this is our first ever arena headline show. And we want to be there in living colors, to be there to support our artists. So from now until then, we are promoting. So two great focus, guys. Two great focus all the way back until the event, right? So, and we want to make sure that we show up and we show out, guys. Now is the time. Now is the time. We need all the crocodile focus. All the crocs focus right now, right? You say love and represent Massacre. That's what we need you guys to be doing right now. Representing, right? Representing. When you say love the artist, support. Now you have your moment, support the artist. We're also the sound out and we're also being tribal. Massacre keep him sure. Now we have our moment. This is your moment, right? We claim so we love him more than anybody else. This is your moment. Buy on a ticket and go see him, right? This is your moment to represent. We have Polly in the building. Polly says straight up, bad artist. Big up yourself, Polly. It's a pleasure to have you here. Polly, I don't think I've ever seen you in this chat before. If you are indeed new to the channel, please go ahead to subscribe to the channel, of course, and turn your notification on, so anytime that I go live or post something about Massacre, of course, you will be there to see and know what's going on. Of course, Polly, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you here, Polly. Big up yourself. Hope that you have purchased your tickets, and hopefully to see you at the Barclays Center, guys. Supporting your artists. Buy on a ticket, guys. We now wait. Buy on a ticket. No. Roll call. Did we purchase our tickets as yet? What are we waiting on? All road lead to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and that will be on the 15th again of August, right? And we are here to support. Then Ted say Mellz, I go have some crocodile in a arena I represent. Yard me there, but few killers across the waters. All right, I see a word, I see a word. And that me want to hear. Because sometimes one person I go there, but we can multiply ourselves and make 3 and 4 other people there. Some importantly, right? So if we're not being there, if we're not going to be there, then it's good to have some people representing. Like we want to see the momentum going in the swamp. What's the swamp going on with? The momentum definitely needs to be there. Supporting the artists, right? Focusing on these two events. If this is not the topic of conversation, what are we talking about? This is what we need to be on everybody's lips here. All right. So Paulie says is new. He's new. I'm here. Yes, I am new. Big up yourself, Paulie. We love to see the new people joining in. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation today, and hope you enjoy. And absolutely hope you subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure so we like up the live, everybody like up the live. Make sure that we are subscribing to the channel again if we are indeed new here, and absolutely making sure that we are supporting the channel, guys. Make the super chat is active. Make sure that we are supporting. I will be here each and every day talking about the show, of course, as I ought to, right, as I ought to, right, because that's what I'm out here to do, to talk about the show, sell ticket, turning us a ticket seller, and of course to be out here talking about the album as well. All right. Da, da, da. All right. Let's see what else is happening here. Let's see what else is happening here. Let's see what else is happening here, guys. Any questions about the map? Any question about the map? Any guidance that you guys need as relates to buying your ticket? Any guidance you guys need? Right, when you buy your ticket, guys, make sure so we are download the app. Download the Ticketmaster app, guys, because one of the day of the show, y'all need your barcode to scan. Y'all gonna need your barcode to scan when you are at Brooklyn, at the arena. You're gonna need your barcode to scan. So make sure that we are downloading the Ticketmaster app so you can scan it. If you need direction will be inside of the app as well if you do need. All right, we also have Brian Douglas in the chat as well. Brian said this show is going to be great. Big up yourself, Brian Douglas. Thank you for joining in on the conversation for today. Same thing goes for you, Brian Douglas. If you are a crocodile and you are new to the channel here, please just do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be notified. But of course, you have to turn your notification to all. That way, when anything drop on this channel related to Massacre, of course, you will be one of those first person to know as well. Yes, so absolutely out here, guys, sounding like a scratch record. Yes, as a scratch record, as we come out here each and every day talking about the ticket sales. What are the ticket sales looking at? What are the fans saying? How the fans are, the excitement of the fans, going into Barclays Center. It's a good look. It's a good look, guys. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your heart be troubled by one show. Don't let your heart be troubled by Grenada. Don't let your heart be troubled by what the Haps is out here saying. Guys, I'm telling you, right, where all road leads to, the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture, guys, and the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is absolutely the Barclays Center. Gaza Boss says, Gaza Nation going at the show. Remember, females will love Mellz. Absolutely, Gaza Boss. I want to see the Vendetta roll out to the show. I want to see the Gaza people roll out to the show. Absolutely. It's a glorious, glorious day for dancehall as well. And we're all here to win in the moment as well, guys. So again, this is where we are. We want to keep the momentum rolling, out as well. Two great things is happening. I would just want to keep the ball and we want to keep the momentum rolling out as it relates to supporting our artists, selling these tickets and selling them as quickly as we can. Right? There's no room for waiting, guys. It's just selling. That's what we're out here doing. Selling tickets, selling as much as we can, because at the end of the day, we want the show to be sold out and sold out as quickly as possible. We're not out here comparing ourselves to nobody. Are we the first to be in the Barclays? No. Will we be the last to be in the Barclays? No. That's not what we're saying, but we are focusing on the Massacre moment. This is our moment. We are in the Barclays. We got the moment to be in our arena show, and what we're doing out here right now is to representing for Massacre as well, guys. How are we feeling? How are we doing? It's a glorious time. It's a glorious day. And what's better than the Barclays show? What's another important conversation on the Barclays show is, of course, the album. The album is approaching. We already have our speculations. People are already speculating based on who we think will be on the album, type of thing, as well. We already know that Forever Rain is the name of the album. We have seen so many tremendous artwork out here. People putting their skills to the test, showcasing their skills as far as representing for Massacre as well. We have seen different promotions out here. People promoting for Massacre, the album and for the show, and we love to see guys. Barbara one side said, most of my family will be there representing on the behalf of me. Believe me, my uncle, my cousin, my sister, and her friends. Pick up yourself, Barbara one side. Like I said, if we're not here, if we're not going to be there, we want to be able to scatter our seeds, right? That way, they grow. And it's good to know that, Barbara one side, even if you're not going to be there, you have people there who is representing you, right? So what's better than one crocodile? Many crocodiles showing up to representing the one side boss, right? That's what's more important, right? Scattering those seeds, that way they grow and they're scattered into the Barclays center, filling out those seeds, and we can see, you know, a wide spread of gray areas and less spread of those blue areas as well, guys. So, you know, we know that we have the album coming up, and the album will be here before the show. We know that that's what will happen. And as far as the album is concerned, what do the ones need to understand? What do they need to get implanted into their heads? What do they need to know, guys? Confidence overall, because I believe that once you are confident, you will know what needs to be done, and you will of course execute. And what the execution, what it looks like, you want to make sure that you're buying your artist the album. You're buying the album, of course, guys. And when you buy the album, you are saving that album to your playlist. And of course, you are streaming that album consistently. And when you stream the album consistently, you're streaming the album the right way. What's the right way of streaming the album? We're not putting that album on mute. That's not what we're doing. We're not turning it down. You know, we're not doing anything, you know, that will flag the system. We are streaming this the way how we would stream a music on a day-to-day basis. We are streaming the album repeatedly, and we are streaming it so in the right way. What are we looking for? We're looking for the traditional album sales. We talk about that repeatedly on a day-to-day basis. We're looking for the streaming equivalent album, which is the SEA, for a stream equivalent album. And we know that the traditional album sales and the streaming equivalent album is what we put together to make, of course, the compilation of the album numbers. I'm not out here. I don't want to see anybody on this channel to out there promising the oppositions. I don't want to see you guys anywhere promising the opposition that, listen, hey, this is the numbers that Massacre will be projecting, XYZ. Massacre never out here with no numbers to project, right? Nobody from Massacre team is not out here giving us no numbers to project. What we're out here doing is focusing on the behavior. What's the behavior? The behavior is to make sure that the fans come out and support the artists and buy the music, right? So once that the fans come out here, right, and you know, the people in general purchase the album, of course, you know that the sales, the pure sales, will be there for the artists. And as far as the streaming is concerned, we want to make sure that we're streaming the album in the right way. People, when we buy the album, we are saving it to our playlist, and of course we are playing each individual songs on the album, and we're playing them right through. We're not playing and stopping. We're not playing for a few seconds. We're playing the album all the way through each and every song, guys. That way it goes towards the streaming equivalent numbers, of course, guys. And as far as traditional album sales is concerned, make sure that we're buying through the different areas. We're buying through iTunes, guys. We're buying through Apple, guys. We're buying through Amazon, etc., etc. Right? And as far as the streaming equivalent album is concerned, there are different areas, as you know, that we can stream the music. There's Spotify, right? There's Apple, there's YouTube Music, there's Amazon Music, and there's also Tidal and other ways that you can absolutely stream the music as well. Barbara One Side says, hold on. I read that one already. Paul, by the way, says the artists deserve the glory. Really proud of him. Absolutely, Paulie. Let me go ahead and tag that really quickly. Absolutely. This is his moment and he needs that glory. So now that we have an opportunity to represent, we cannot fall back. We cannot be too quiet. You know, sometimes I think that there's so many things happening in the swamp, and we give, or outside the swamp, and we give that all our attention. And know where when the artists really need our attention, the attention may not be there. So we need to be out here supporting and showing up for the artist. He really and truly needs this, and we need to be out here supporting him to the best of our ability. All right, Brian Douglas says, no problem. I love your vibes. Big up yourself, Brian Douglas. Thank you for that. I try my best, Brian Douglas, as I'm out here selling tickets, because I want Barclays to be the Barclays show, August 15th, to be a night to remember. And a night to be remembered also means that these tickets are sold, and we are doing our utmost best to make sure that these tickets are completely sold out. Everybody check in, check in, check in, check in, check in, guys. Make sure that we are liking up the live. Make sure that we are supporting the channel, absolutely. Make sure that we are subscribing to the channel if we are indeed new here. Whatever you guys need, let me know. As you guys know, I'm active on Instagram, so if you guys want to send me a personal message over there, guys, I want to say personal message. I mean nothing funny business, strictly about massacre related. Mellz, one side revolutionist. You can find me over there on Instagram. Any question you have, if you don't feel like so, you want to bring it, everybody if you know what questions you have, when you can absolutely message me over there. And whatever I know, I will definitely be passing over that information. Randy in the building. Randy Hill, how are you doing? Randy Hill said it's selling fast. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Randy. And it's not about just saying that, but it's to show the people when we say selling fast, what do we mean? All right. It's less than a week since the show has been announced. And again, I can tell you that there's areas from the map, as you guys can see here, completely sold out from the map here. Area sections are going fast. Again, money is not the problem. Money is not the option, guys. Don't make people fool you and say, oh, the tickets, them expensive. Believe me when I tell you guys, money is not the problem here. Money is not the problem here. I'm yet to see a section for $60. I'm just being honest. And this is no joke, or this is no offense to people who want to buy those tickets for $60, but I'm yet to see a $60 section almost sold out, bro. People want to get their best experience ever. But what can I tell you? I see section for $199 sold out, for $228 almost sold out. I see areas from $897 almost sold out, from guys, come on, let's be real. So money is really not the issue here. People want to see their artists and want to interact with him, and don't make people fool and want to say, oh, wait. That's not what's happening here. Out there without fear in the building. How are you doing out there without fear? Thank you so much for that 5 Canadian. It's greatly appreciated. Mellz for president for the swamp. Keep on promoting your artist's work. Please do videos at the show and upload in 4K, direct the traffic to your channel. Absolutely. Thank you for that comment out there without fear. I try my best. Let me say, at the street crown you, right? I'm not out here crowning myself. I'm not here biting off more than what I can chew. I'm just out here being a massacre ambassador, and here I have an opportunity to promote the show. That's what I'm here promoting. I have the opportunity to promote the album, and that's what I'm out here promoting, right? Promoting, because I want these tickets to sell. Big up yourself out there without fear. Thank you for your support on the channel for today. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support.
Pull up a 20 Matic Aspa, Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Village see them, ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style.
Run
now.
Act like your body.
Run him down.
Oh,
Hey.
just act like your body.
Alright.
Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, big up yourself out there without fear. Thank you for your contribution on the live, and thank you for your words of encouragement there. Greatly appreciated. All right, guys. We also have O'Neill in the building. O'Neill in the building says, big up the general sell-off show. Big up yourself, O'Neill. If you are indeed new here, O'Neill, make sure that we are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that we're turning our notification on, so every time I go live, you will definitely see me when I go live, and absolutely you'll be able to see and know what's going on as relates to Massacre is concerned. Big up yourself, O'Neill. Thank you for joining in on the live for today, and thank you for your contribution to the live for today, guys. So yes, guys, 2 great events is upon us. We have a show to look forward to, a great arena show to look forward to, and we also have an album to look forward to, guys. And I cannot help but think about that that question. Mellz, how you think we can drive traffic into, getting more Massacre fans out here? And I think, just thinking about that even more, guys, we just have to be real to the thing. We have to be real to the thing. We have to be different. I think as Crocs out here, we have to be different. We have to have a different approach on things. And when I say that, guys, like when I see vendetta, like I can have the conversation for hours as to what makes vendetta vendetta. And when I see the Gaza people out here, I can talk for hours as to what make Gaza Gaza. But I think there is still more searching as it goes on when it comes to the Crocs, right? Yes, there are things that defines us and separate us from everybody else, but I think that we need to, you know, to really deep rooted into our own identity and just keep it there, type of thing, right? Sometimes I hear some people make some comparison and I don't like to hear it any at all. So as Crocs out here, we have to really dive deep into our own identity. And I think one of the things too is kind of, what will bring more fans to us and make us separate from everybody else. Is to stop attaching Massacre to so many brands. Stop attaching Massacre to so many brands, guys. Like it's one thing when we're out here and we respect other artists for what they do and what they bring to the table. But guys, like stop attaching Massacre to too many brands out here. It's water down his brand, type of thing. There's too much things happening there, type of thing. I know if I was an artist, I want me to call up with everybody, type of thing. And it's just something to really, think about, type of thing. Like when we really, you have to use the opposition sometime and really compare the thing. And when we look upon vendetta, I'm gonna say vendetta attach alkaline to too much people. I'm gonna see Gaza attach too much people to to Vybz Kartel. You understand? So when it comes to the Crocs, we need to out here be level-headed and stop attaching Massacre to too much conversation, to too much arguments, and really dive deep and buckle down on what's really important, type of thing. We have to be a little bit more sometimes smooth and a little bit more supple and a little bit more open to receiving people. We have to understand, say, people out here and they might be on the fence. And if people don't feel like, say, them comfortable enough to really and truly come to the swamp to be a new Croc supporter, they will not come. But if they feel where the environment is open and not tense, people will want to be a part of the Croc. So again, heavily thinking about that question that was asked in the chat earlier as relates to how to bring fans to the Massacre brand, because if we're not thinking about these things, what are we out here doing? Just talking about the apps each and every day and what the apps is doing, type of thing. It has to be more than that, people. So again, just want to bring that to the conversation as well. Bringing more fans to Massacre, growing the fan base, and what does that look like? People, we have to think about that. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. All right, I have DL Citadelian in the building. Big up yourself, DL Tacha, rather. I think he's using a different account right now. So DL Tacha, bless up Mellz. Big up yourself, DL Tacha. Thank you for joining in on the conversation for today. It's greatly appreciated, guys. So make sure, so we are bad with ticket, bro. We are bad with ticket. We're out here. We're supporting our artists, right? So I encourage you as far as the album is concerned. Buying the album digitally, stream the entire album repeatedly, save, download, and add the song to your playlist. Guys, we're not focusing on numbers out here. Don't let nobody back you up in a corner and say, how much numbers Massacre go sell? And don't tell you a number, because I'm going to tell you, say they're going to use that shit against you, right? Numbers are numbers, behavior are behavior. What the behavior that we're supposed to be building in the swamp right now is to have fans go out and support the artist. That's the behavior. Because guess what? Once we move the behavior of people purchasing their artist's work and be supportive enough to stream the artist's work, that goes a long way. And what these things will do as a behavior is to move the actual numbers, and that's exactly what we want to definitely see here. Focus on what's important. Again, we don't have to be out here following what other people are doing, but we want to be able to set a certain standard for ourselves and follow through with that standard. And I can only speak for myself, Mellz, One-Side Revolutionist, as an independent Massacre vlogger out here. The standard I set for myself as far as Massacre is concerned is to go out, focus on the behavior, guys. Buy on the artist music if you say you love him. And again, stream and make sure so we stream the music the right way, right? And then that should definitely take away from certain conversations surrounding numbers, because once we're doing the right thing, the numbers will absolutely come. All right, Leroy says, Mellz, I am going to play my part. I bought 2 tickets, one for me, and I guess you're saying one for me here and one for my nephew. Work got me trapped, just can't make you said you bought 2 tickets. All right, so you see about 2 tickets. You said one for your nephew. Work got me trapped. Just can't make it, but I got full representation. That's what I love to hear. Leroy, big up yourself, Leroy, for this comment here. Leroy is greatly appreciated. Leroy bought 2 tickets, guys, and the mere I applaud you, Leroy. Regardless the mere fact that you are not going, you bought yourself 2 tickets. So that goes to show the support, right? And how deep and how level-headed you are to support the artists. And I can tell you as well, guys, if perhaps that I wasn't going, more than likely I would personally buy a ticket, give it away to somebody else, a fan or somebody, giving it away. But again, I could not be out here pushing a cause and say, guys, buy a ticket, and me not out here, me not buy my ticket. I don't feel like the world work that way. I don't feel like the world really work that way, guys, where, I'm out here tell people to do things, and, I'm not doing that, those type of things as far as my job is concerned. And I'm out here leading people on a day-to-day basis. One of the things that I always double down on as far as being a people leader, once you lead the charge, people will follow. So once you're out here leading the charge, people will definitely follow based on what you're out here doing. And I knew that I had to lead the charge, make sure that I purchased my artist tickets. And once my purchase, I'm just gonna drive it all the way home. I'm not gonna each and every day if it make sure it's on a bite, right? No excuse out here, right? Because I want thing for out here to say, oh, bye, I'm in a bite. I feel really kind of silly out here one at a time then. But guys, big up on yourself. And thank you guys for joining in on the conversation right now. Junior, that in the building, you don't have to push your eyes out, Junior. You can literally bring your full body to the conversation. You don't have to bring only your eyes. You can bring your full body to the conversation. Junior, that's big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Definitely one side of the swamp. If it's a swamp, I don't know what it is. Could be in salt water. I don't know what it is. One side of the wherever that you can come to this chat and you can bring forward conversation. You can bring your whole self. You don't have to just bring parts of your body. You can bring your full body. All conversation is welcome here, as long as you're not being rude or you're not being disrespectful to the artist, the host, or the swamp. Then we are cool over on this side of life over here. 3Z record in the building. How are you doing, 3Z record? Happy Sunday. How are you doing, 3Z record? You cook? What did you cook today? What was dinner for today? And absolutely big up to all the fathers who are in the building. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys has a chill and relaxing day as well. Just like how the moms matters, guys, the dads, they really matters as well. Guys, big up on yourself. Of course, I would not be here without my dad. Absolutely. So, we want to be able to celebrate the dads today. It's a day to celebrate. So big up to each and every dad that's in the building. Guys, how are we doing? How are we feeling? How are we doing? How are we feeling? What support do we need? What what questions do we have regarding the show and regarding the album? Right now, guys, Grenada was yesterday, but Grenada was yesterday. Grenada is behind us, right? So we have the bigger fish to fry. We have bigger fish to fry, and as far as frying those bigger fish, we're frying those fish into the Barclays Center August 15th. And on, of course, August 14th, we're out here without fear, and we are definitely representing for the album Forever Rain, as we reign forever out here. All right, Gunners, one side in the building. How are you doing, Gunners? One side. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the conversation for today, guys. Absolutely. So guys, as you know it, today is what, the 21st of June, right? So Massacre will be in St. Kitts at the St. Kitts Musical Festival at June 25th. So the festival will be happening June 25th to the 27th. So Massacre will be at the St. Kitts Music Festival happening at the end of this month. So make sure that we are there, out there to support our artists at these shows that he will be at. Make sure that we are out here. We are out here. We are out here supporting absolutely, right? So guys, while we are out here and we are focusing on our album, and things, and the Barclays, and we have to react to some things happening in the space type of thing. And one of the things that came across today that I saw was absolutely I did saw a video. I think it was from yesterday or maybe possibly the day before, with Massacre reacting to with Da Vinci. I think they were out there singing, a video with Massacre and Da Vinci as they were out there. Da Vinci was performing his song, and Massacre was just out there, telling him how powerful of song it is. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you guys have not seen the video, then you guys will be able to see it first. Based on, it's been, I guess, trending on social media. Massacre and Da Vinci link up in Grenada. Take a look, guys.
Just the focus, the energy, wicked, man.
You are the one on the pain feel, but amazing grace, how sweet the sound, shall believe me on, even when nature.
Guys, I'm like, oh my God, guys, me really out here chat here. Guys, me out here chat here rotted. I said go, yeah, guys, me out here chat your fault. I'm mic mute, but I said go. All right, guys, but I still want to see a big up to, just big up to Da Vinci. Like we have seen him out here for many years. He has doing the thing, his thing. I think he's one of those but I know he's one of those artists who's really out here and I've really experienced certain things in the music business in certain camps, and he has really made his way, just doubling down and just being consistent. So big up to Da Vinci. What a voice. We love to hear it. It's always said that, listen, don't scatter roses when people are gone, but give them their roses now. And Da Vinci, oh my God, wonderful, wonderful voice. And again, it's not like we don't know the great voice that you have, but we're glad that we do have people in the dancehall here, or in the reggae, as well, who is representing and absolutely doing what needs to be done, absolutely, to be able to keep the genre going forward. Let me just say, because a lot of time we're out here, and because we have the big fan bases out here, we have certain artists that may necessarily don't have this big fan base, but they're out here doing their thing, and we love to see it. And Da Vinci, again, we love to see what we saw here. You and Massacre just vibing, it doesn't have to be about hate and all of these things happening in the music business. A lot of time it's about togetherness, and we love to see it. Really and truly, we love to see it. Let me just check the chat really quickly. All right, 3Z Records say, Mellz, I'm good. Baked chicken and rice and peas. Oh my God, that sounds yummy. 3Z Records. Oh my God, sounds really good. Sounds really good. Big up yourself, 3Z Record. Hope it was amazing. Did you cook 3Z? 3Z? Did you cook? Did you cook that? King J in the building. How are you doing, King J? King J said, lead the charge. Mellz, big up yourself, King J. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're having a great day. If you're a father, happy Father's Day to you. Big up yourself, King J. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Dale Torture also says, lead the charge, Mellz. All right, big up to you guys. Thank you for your support. I do try my best. Symphony in the building. How are you, Symphony? One Crook Queen Mellz, big up yourself, Symphony. I try my best. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Symphony said, lead the Crocs to glory. Thank you for that, guys. I try my best. All right. Polly says, one side to the landslide. Big up yourself, Polly. It's an absolute pleasure. Guys, this is what we want to see. We want to see people come out, and we want to see people represent for Massacre. We don't want to create unnecessary enemies out here, like for no reason, guys. Like the bantering is one thing, and the pushback is one thing, but we don't want to be out here just making it difficult for the artists and creating unnecessary enemies, right? Again, we're out here to expand the Crocs movement, and in order to expand the Croc movements, we have to make sure that we're out here doing the right thing. And I do believe in doing the right thing, however that may want to look for other people, type of thing. One thing I always says that patterns always show. And one thing, when you guys come to this channel, what you will always see, what you guys will always hear, right? And if Massacre is here listening, if anybody from Massacre's team is here listening, they will know that, listen here, I'm out here, of course, representing, and I'm out here talking about Massacre. Massacre, and nobody else, right? And when we are beat the opposition, we're out here beating the oppositions, and that's what matters. All right, we have Snatch Eye. Guys, where they get them name from, bro? Snatch Eye. Snatch Eye, big up yourself, Selena. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today, Crocs Queen. Snatch Eye, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. All right, guys. Big up to one and all. Big up to one and all. Again, it's a good look, guys, with Da Vinci and Massacre. It's good when we see two great artists come together and they are, just here, raveling themselves. And we love to see the comments really and truly, guys, coming out. People are just gonna be people. May I tell you, some people them just come out, them do and them say the most, and some people them aren't bitter. No matter what go on, them just always like a rebut for no reason. You have two artists, guys, just out here experiencing their each other, singing the music and just kind of raveling into the depth and the impact of the music, and people just have the most to say. Some people, that is. Right, so big up to Sexiest Possible for this great comment that she left. She says, I literally got chills, man. No Da Vinci song word for word, the passion, conviction, and respect. Boy, God continue watch over the Crocs, please. Again, just love the interaction here, guys, going into the whole thing here. Again, as you guys can see.
Just the vocals, the energy,
Yo, me never see Vibes. Yo, me not saw Kanye, me not care. Me never see Vibes Cartel out here yet. Right, with no conviction, with no other artists out here. I never see that yet. If you have a video of that, want to send it to me, please. Me I beg you no. But I've never seen Vibes Cartel, right, out here standing up with the next artist and a talk like this, bro. I've never seen it. If it happened, send me a video, please, and I will personally come out here to say I was wrong. Right, but I'm telling you, listen to what Massacre is saying to Da Vinci here, people.
wicked man.
Trying to take my soul, many will rise against me. Protect me, Lord, yeah. They keep me doing and they make every job.
Oh my God, big up to Da Vinci, guys. Big up to Da Vinci, guys. Some of these artists out here, they really need to get their flowers, bro. They have beat the Gaza system, right? They no longer kiss the ring, and they're out here and they're doing their best, showing up each and every day. Of course, they are promoting the music and they love the music and they continue to do it, right? Even in some conversation that their names are not being called. Nothing happened before it's time. Just show up. Great advice I also get on a day-to-day basis. Just continue to show up, on a day-to-day basis, and just be consistent. Now, once you be consistent, great things will come, great things will happen. All right. Let me see what's happening here. Checking in with the chat. So listen, guys, let me just say this, guys. Like, if you do not feel comfortable If you do not feel comfortable on this channel, guys, I'm gonna go through too much things in a YouTube street, right? Too much things, guys. If you don't feel comfortable on this channel, you don't have to be here, people. You don't have to be here. That's just point blank, point period. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to be here, right? But I won't have people call me out in my chat saying this and saying that. You guys know my stance from day one. And if you're not happy, there's a lot of crocodile channels you can be a part of. You don't have to be here. So when people are over here representing me, not even so much Massacre, but representing me, guys, that's just, I'm not gonna answer to that. So if you guys are on this channel, whether you're a crocodile, whatever you are, and you're not happy with this channel, you don't have to be here. I don't need people to question me based on who show up in my chat, because from the get-go, I already put my stance on based on who is welcome here. And believe me when I tell you, believe me when I tell you. So let me make this clear, slick. All right, since you're saying to take one side off my name, because it seems like say, yo, them sending in the evening here, but me can't tell you. Right? But go too much on this YouTube street, bro. I can't tell you. So unless you are Massacre, unless your name is Jabon Ferron, you cannot tell me to remove one side off my name. So to everybody else who is listening into the bushes, listen to me very clearly. Because when out here focused on the wrong thing, some are not even buy on the fucking ticket yet. Listen to me clear. None of y'all. Because again, you see, this is where me want to divide as a crocodile. When out here focusing on the wrong things, they're the wrong places. People that in the chat and they are supporting Mellz. Not even necessarily Massacre, because some of these people are not Massacre fans. And we could make it be very clear, since y'all, of course, are in your feelings about the vendettas and the Gazas. They're over here. And they're not even saying supporting Massacre per se, but they're supporting Mellz because of the respect that they have for me. So if you guys are here and you guys are not fucking happy over here, you guys don't have to be here. And that's just simple. Because when the yet people them they're over here and me I talk to the yet people them and Massacre me over here support, and none of them cannot deter me and tell me who or what to do. So some of y'all, I haven't seen you guys in months, in weeks, in days. So don't fucking come over here and tell me what to do on my channel. None of y'all. Because you know what? Mel purchased her tickets and Mel out here put in the work. So no fucking body, nobody at all can come out here come tell me what to do, when to do, how to do it. Buy on the fucking ticket and go support on an artist that on out here for do. Some of you know. And this is no disrespect to the crooks who have been showing up on my channel and has been supporting me. But some want to look a bit too much and don't have a mind on their own. Pull up on a blood clot head and think for yourself. I say that. I'm going to stand firmly on that. Because support on an artist and buy on an artist ticket. No one have the time to show. So on a real crocodile. No one have the opportunity to show. Stop call out people and I tell who are crooks from who are not crooks. So no go buy on a fucking ticket and show up for an artist at Barclays. And stop attacking people who are really out here putting in the work. How about that? So if you're not happy over Mellz, you don't have to be over here. One heap of fight we fight people. But again, we just want to set the record straight. All right, big up to the people who are here. And just making sure that people are comfortable. For people who are new here to the channel, like Paul, who was recently went ahead to subscribe to the channel. So Mellz channel over here, Paulie rather, since you're new to the channel, everybody is invited to the conversation. Everybody over here is invited. I don't believe in blocking people, and when I see my oppositions arrive in chats, I delete and I block them. Because the same way how we as crooks, we go to other channel and we push back on other people and we go out there to defend Massacre. Why people can't come to our channel and support and support their artists. As long as they're not being rude and they're not being disrespectful. So again, I say, I've been here on this channel with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 people. And I'm quite okay. I'm telling you. Because me out here support Massacre. I want not want somebody to watch. I want me to watch myself, people. Me out here put in the work. So I don't want nobody out here come tell me what for do and how for do and who for in on my chat and I say work. That me I tell you no. Tariq, big up yourself. Thank you for that comment. Tariq Banksy, I saw Crux fans and Crux vloggers fighting on your channel. But I'm telling you, Tariq, once I say it already, when the universe has your back to the vendetta quote, no pussy test. I'm just saying. Go support on the artist. No one be more crooks than other people. Go support on the artist. Buy on the ticket. Go to the show. Hey, what time I know? Like, me start my live 2 hours ago, bro. And out of sound like a scratch record. I tell the people them for buy them fucking tickets. And y'all out here acting stupid about take one side off a name. Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? Go buy your tickets, sir, and go support your artist. That's all you need to do. All of y'all. All of the fucking critics listening. Go buy on the ticket and go support Massacre. That's what you do. And stop act like you're more tribal outer than anybody else. Stop. The same thing I said earlier. Stop create unnecessary stop create unnecessary enemies out here for Massacre. Man have too much things for him head to think about, you know, if you think about people who, yo, like, no bother with it. Please. No bother with it. Me tell you no. Warrior bloodline people. Don't feel like so become a quiet out here. I'm gonna address certain matters, make you can push me around. And I say it go. Think a girl will fight? All right, guys, back to the conversation. Like that is it. That's enough. So, guys, love to see what Ja Vinci and Massacre is out here doing. Really and truly, is a good thing for the music. You know, and again, just big up to Ja Vinci. Like all of us love Ja Vinci. We can't say we don't love Ja Vinci. Most definitely, can't say we don't love him. Type of thing. So it's always a good look. It's always a good when we see the artists them come together and make magic happen. Sometimes when we see the artists they meet up them just do them show got them yard. But you know, it was a really good moment captured here with Massacre. So just want to bring to the, you know, to the ones and ones them here, you know, based on what, you know, what's happening here. Type of thing. So again, guys, you know, we are here. You know, Grenada show. People were talking about things about the show per se. But you know, our stance on that. One Massacre we say. And we're gonna be out here supporting the artists, no matter what the people are saying. So again, we have to come out, come show, you know, the people them based on what's happening, what with the show per se, and remind the people them what's more important, right? As we charge our way to August, to August 15th for the show, right? That will be our measuring stick, right? Massacre is still out here selling tickets. We're out here lining up for the Barclays, and we have a great album coming out. So that's what we, of course, need to be focusing on as well, guys. So, you know, it's always a good conversation. Always a good conversation, guys. Yes, let's... Brian Douglas say, yes, focus. Don't let them get you upset. I'm not upset, Brian. Please. The Massacre said them pussy never get me offended yet. You think a joke? Think a joke, Brian? Never get me offended yet. Me I tell them this. One thing, bro, like, I guess we come do it on a day-to-day basis, yo, like leading a team and shit. Like, I just love to, you know, not all the time, but there are times where, you know, you just have to just set certain things straight. Because sometimes when they feel them think you're quiet and, you know, say certain things and feel like them can just come walk all over you. No, not a blood clot. And I say it work. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you know, say, you out here put in the work. Like, go, yeah, fuck off with that. Get what I'm saying? Learn. Bumbleclot, learn out here. So that's just what I'm saying, people. Like, They never offend me yet. I mean, a massacre video there. Team habit, you know, people. I think my habit when massacre say, oh, them never offend me yet. See it ya? My habit, man. My habit. See it ya?
This some more people know. Them never offend me yet. Like, if them ever think say, like nobody can get under my skin. I'm built for this. People are gonna talk whether you do good, whether you do bad, whether you shine, whether you're in the darkness, and all of we have one life. You just have to live your truth. People are gonna talk. This some more.
All right, guys. All right. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? All right. That is it. Hope you're doing good. So it was a great conversation today. Paulie says sometimes you have to put people at them play. Me, I tell them, man, like the fuck, like we out here having a good time. And out of nowhere, you just drop in, bro. No good evening, no good night, no happy Father's Day. You come in with a fuckery. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's it, man. Yeah, but I mean, people, it's been great. Again, happy Father's Day. Happy Sunday. It's been a great vibe. Make sure we go out and we get our tickets. Guys, if we're not talking about the show at Barclays August 15th, what are we talking about? If we're not talking about the album, what are we out here to talk about? Make sure that we're out here supporting the artists, and we're supporting the artists to the best of our ability. Buy and stream on all major platform, guys. And of course, you guys know I will see you guys tomorrow. Big up to my new subscribers. Big up to you, Paulie. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Big up to my mods. Big up to my my day one supporters. Big up to people who are always here on a day-to-day basis, just rallying around Mellz and just saying, Mellz, you're doing a good job. Whether you're vendetta, whether you're one side, whether you are wherever the fuck you may be, man, if you're always out here, because God knows sometimes it get rough out here. And, I literally have some good people in my corner, and these people, I'm telling you, they may not just be crocodiles. I'm telling you. So big up to each and every one of you guys. You know yourself. Thank you for always being here, supporting. Sai says a cut out, Mellz, bless up yourself. Big up yourself, Sai. Thank you for joining in today. Tariq, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the conversation today. And of course, Wise Guy, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Each and every one of you guys, big up on yourself. The Echo of the Caribbean says, I like your vibe. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Echo of the Caribbean. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for leaving, comment in the chat. That's what we want to see, comments going and things like that. And thank you for that comment, by the way. It really means a lot to me. Warren Mothersill, big up yourself in the Warren Mothersill. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Big up to everybody, Brian, big up Brian Douglas, big up yourself. Big up to everybody for joining in. Big up yourself. Everybody, like a Wally Pound today, guys. Wally Pound in the chat was really active today. Big up on yourself. Thank you for joining in. Dente, big up at himself. Everybody, big up on yourself. Thank you for joining in. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Bless up on yourself, guys. Love and blessing all the time. I will see you guys tomorrow.